Hello world, Shelly here, and today we are going to do an eye look out of the recently restocked Aurora Struck palette by ColourPop. It's so pretty, it's so pretty. This is my first time dipping into it. First time. And I'm gonna do it with y'all here so that we can all have fun. I love ColourPop Mega Palettes. I love ColourPop eyeshadows. Not sponsored, paid for it myself. I also got, no, we're not going to use this one today, but I might use it in the future. I never followed Lizzie McGuire. I don't know anything about Lizzie McGuire, the character, whatever, but this is the What Dreams Are Made Of palette, also from ColourPop. And look at this beautifulness. Like, I want to wear this on my face all summer. Like, how pretty is this? So we're definitely going to play with that too. But I didn't buy it because of Lizzie McGuire. I bought it because of the colors. But today, we're going to use this one. And I've added it to the Roll a Look eyeshadow color picker app that I developed, that it is available through my Patreon. If you are not familiar with my Patreon, I've got a couple different levels there where you can support my work, support the channel, get some behind the scenes kind of content, and in the goldfish level, that is where you gain access to the full Roll a Look eyeshadow app. This is the 10th palette that I have added. I do add by request, so if you are a member of my Patreon, then let me know what eyeshadow palette you want added in there. You can find this at patreon.com/geekoutofwater. It's $15 a month if you want the level that gets you access to this. It will also, starting just this past month in May, that level also gets you a monthly gift from my handmade company. I co-own and co-make for the company Quirky Creators. These earrings are one of my creations that you can get on the website. We make soap and skincare. I just made my first couple of skincare items, bakuchiol cream, and I just put up a facial oil for dry, normal, and combo skin. Anyway, there's a monthly gift included in your Patreon if you subscribe at the goldfish level. And so that's what we're going to use. We're going to use the old Roll a Look app. I'm going to turn on the recording so I can show you on the screen what the heck I'm doing. So the Roll a Look app, you can scroll through and see what eyeshadow palettes are available. Obviously, we are going to do Aurora Struck today. And the process here is you choose what color you would like for your main lid color, and then it is going to generate mathematically accurate color combinations. Currently, it works in the triad relationships of colors. I am adding more color relationships to the app coming soon later this fall. But I have not even thought about what color I want for my lid color. Should we do something pinky purple today? Probably. Let's do the shade Comet Seekin' as our main lid shade. So you select which color you want as your main lid, and then you hit Color Me, and it's going to generate a color scheme for us. Oh, that's boring. Hit Color Me again. I don't want that much darkness. This is interesting. All right. Should I go for it or should I just go? I'm going to hit it again. Ooh, I like this better. Well, I'm going to hit it. Ooh. I have too much fun with this. If you have trouble deciding what to do with your eyeshadow or coming up with color combinations that are suitable, this tool can be amazing. This is a really interesting combo of silvers and blues and purples. We are going to do this one. We are, all right. I got it. I got a look. Let me turn my little recorder thing off. All right. Let's do this. So, it wants us to do that blue shade Journey for our transition shade. I have already primed with the MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. Primed my old lids. This is my Wayne Goss number 3 brush. I don't know if I've ever used a blue as a transition shade, but we're gonna try it. We are gonna try it. So I do my transition shades. I start in the crease knowing that it's going to get, you know, covered up a bit in the crease by my crease color. But that just gives me a place to anchor my brush and do the little windshield wiper. I do windshield wiper and swirly to kind of, mainly because of the style of this brush, I can swirl upward and keep the tip of it anchored in my crease. This brush is brilliant for hooded lids. Problem is, most of Wayne's brushes are no longer available, like on the Beautylish website right now, so I don't know what the deal is with his brushes. Hopefully they will come back, because they are my favorites. I feel like I'm doing a whole, like, remember Mimi from the Drew Carey show? I feel like we might end up a little bit Mimi. If we weren't toning this down with darker shades, I'd be nervous. Not that there's anything wrong with Mimi. For her time, that was a brilliant look. Don't worry, we're going to warm this up with the transition here. Alright, the crease, not the transition, the crease color. Now I'm going to grab my Sigma E25 brush, and the crease it's recommending is Phenomenon Green. This is going to be an interesting eye look. So it's not random. This thing does proper placement of, this app does proper placement of mattes and shimmers. You know, I say proper, but you know there's no rules in makeup, right? We can do whatever we want. But the typical application is like transition and crease are mattes. Outer corner sometimes is limited to matte. Shimmer is something you want on your lids, but usually not in your crease or transition, especially if you have hooded lids. So the app is coded. I coded it myself. It is coded to do that. Alright, so this green is totally toning down the blue, just as I anticipated, which is a good thing. It's totally balancing us. I don't think I've ever used green as a crease color either. That's the other cool thing about an app like this, is that if you are constantly left to your own devices to pick things, you're going to tend, most people anyway, to pick things in our comfort zones. And something like this can help you try things that you wouldn't normally have chosen. And then, like magic, sometimes you're really gonna like what you tried. You know? So that's another reason I like things like this. Alright, Ziva, you gotta go. You're in my way. Okay, next up, the outer third. It has us using the shade Spiraling. I'm probably going to deepen that up a bit because that's a little bit light for my preference on the outer third. I'm switching to my Smith 253 brush. Inner third is High Altitude. Lid is Comet Seekin'. So let me find High Altitude on here. My eyes, I swear this past week, my eyes just got worse. Like, just out of the blue, got worse. There it is. I can't see anything. Here's High Altitude, so that's going to be our inner third. Comet Seekin' is that purple. And then I think I'm actually going to go with Ionosphere as my outer third, but I'm going to hold off on that one. We're going to start with, actually, let's do this Cosmic Ray, because I think it has some blue in it. If I'm looking, it looks a little blue, a little purple, a little gray. It looks like a duochrome. Let's see what's happening here. All right, it's more like a bronzy. I don't know. Maybe I should have just stuck with what the app told me to do. I don't know. This is warming it up a bit, though, so that's good. That's a really cool color, actually. I'm liking that. Should I zoom you guys in? I forgot to zoom you guys in. Let me zoom you guys in so you can see what is happening on my eyeballs. All right, Cosmic Ray is the shade I'm in at the moment. And we're doing outer third with Cosmic Ray. Don't worry about the distinction right now between the mattes and the shimmers. We always end up solving that at the end with our little mini Wingos 20 brush. Alright, let's do the center Comet Seekin. This is our main lid color. I feel like a rainbow. That green in the crease is interesting. We'll see if we're going to make it work. It might be a little too out there. We'll find out. We'll see if it all comes together. It's the thing with an eye look. You really can't judge it until you get it all finished. So get comfortable with being uncomfortable when you're like, oh, that doesn't look right. Just ride it out. Get to the end, then make your judgment. Because a lot of times you really just can't tell until you get to the end. This is a really cool lid color. Alright, high altitude, was that the one that we're going in for the inner third? Alright, I'm just using the same brush. It's all good. Oh, that looks like a spaceman suit. Oh, that is a pretty color. It's like silver, but not exactly silver. What is the tint to it? Oh, I can't even tell. I don't know how to describe that color. Even in the pan, it's almost got like a green to it, but it's not green. Oh, that is pretty. I love these palettes. They don't have a mirror, which is the only bummer, but I'd rather have a lot of eyeshadows to choose from at this price point than a mirror. I'll find a mirror, you know? I'll make it work. I'll find a mirror. All right, that's lovely. Okay, now I'm going to switch to my number 20 brush from Wingos and do the, what was that shade called? Ionosphere. I don't even know if that's a word. It's got to be, I guess. Well, maybe it doesn't have to be a word. I don't know. Is it a word? I should look it up. And we're just doing our outer 7. Now, I don't have an outer 7 shade included in the Roll a Look app because then you're getting into more detailed eye looks. I basically have inner third, outer third, main lid. You can often use the outer third shade for this purpose as well, but it picked a lighter shade than I would like to go with. So that's why I'm digging in with Ionosphere and going rogue a little bit here. But do you see the difference that an outer 7 shade makes to the whole look? Let me just kind of finish off this side and then look one side to the other. Do you see just the difference in the dimension? It's just such a good thing. It's such a good thing. It's why I do it all the time. But this shade for the outer third is just lighter than I wanted to. Maybe I should have listened to it because maybe it's not as light as it looks in the pan. That can also happen too. But, you know, the app can only do its math on the digital pictures of the swatches. So, it is what it is. And I can tell I did not go far enough in on this side. This is my non-cooperative side. This spot right here never holds eyeshadow. Ever, ever, ever. Welcome to my life. See? Now this is coming together. Oh, it's almost like a greenish shift smoky eye. That's wild. That is wild. That is not what I thought I was going to wear today. All right. Do I want some lower lash line? Yes, I think I do. When I go dark on my upper lid, I usually like to have a little bit of lower lash line color. And my Wingos number 5 is the brush I like to use. I can't find it. Where is it? No, do not tell me it's missing. I just went on a trip. and came back. Where is it? Oh, sad. It's not here. It's not here. Is this brush small enough? This is an alter ego brush. What do I want to do? I'm going to take Ionosphere. This might be a little too dark, but I'm going to use it really lightly on the outer third. Just really lightly. Actually, it's looking alright. Going to go for the half. Alright. Not so bad. I'm always worse at this eye on my lower lash line. For some reason, well, I mean, I'm sure the reason is the angle, but I just can't get it right where both sides look the same, ever. And that is how you know I am hashtag not a guru. I am just a regular old person. I did just stab myself in the eye in case you missed that. Alright. We need a little bit of brow bone highlights. Little inner corner highlights. This brush is just a random thing. It's a Crown 513. I don't know why, but I like it for my inner corner. Now, inner corner I also don't have listed in the eyeshadow app because you can use your highlight, you can use the lightest shade in your palette. Usually it's either going to be the lightest shade in your eyeshadow palette or the highlighter that you're wearing on your face. I'm using that top left corner. This one, that one. Head North it's called. I usually just pick the lightest shimmer, and if it's not light enough, then I will use my face highlight, whatever that is. A little bit on the brow bone. I've been digging a brow bone highlight again. I know it's kind of like not trendy right now, but I don't care. Because I like it. And if I like it, that's all that matters. It's makeup. Do what makes you happy. And this is what makes me happy. Alright. Let me go finish mascara, tight line. I'll be right back. Here is the finished look. My tight line is the Urban Decay 24/7 waterline pencil. My mascara is Lawless, and my lip is this concoction of all kinds of things. So I started out with, Color Street Lip Liner Sultry and Baddie lipstick, which is a dark maroon kind of look, and it was a little too dark to go with this eye look, so I didn't remove it completely, but I like blotted it down, and then I went in with a little bit of Color Street Charmer, which is more like a pink. So I've got the maroon base, which kind of actually was matching my hair, and then a little bit of pink, and then I wanted to be more glossy, of course, because I'm in a lip gloss phase, which has been ongoing for several years now. This is the Merit Shade Slicks. Oh, I was so good at remembering things. Now I'm bad again. What is it called? Nope, I'm not going to grab Sherlock. Mapleton. I need to make my brain work. My brain is like falling into summer mode really fast. And it can't because I'm not done. I have to go teach in Ireland for the summer. So like I can't lose my brain. My brain needs to stay. Alright, so that's where we ended up. What do you think? I think I never in a million years would have used that green in the crease. And I like how it became like a sort of smoky, but oh, I forgot to tell you. I couldn't help myself. These Profusion, it's called Bling It On. They're glitter eyeliners. I got them at CVS. I bought all the shades now. This one is a pink one. Oh, I do need Sherlock to help me because Noble Amethyst. I did put a little bit of it on my lid. I've been using them as like an eyeshadow topper and they're gorgeous and I love them. So here's where we ended up. I'm pleased. If you would like to support my channel or check out the Roll a Look app, check out patreon.com/geekoutofwater. I have it linked in all my videos down below. There are lower tiers as well. There's a sample. If you want to try the Roll a Look app without having any commitment whatsoever, go to rollalook, ROLLALOOK.com. 2 palettes are available there to test out and get an idea of how the thing works. And there you have it. As always, thanks a lot for taking some time out of your day to geek out over makeup with me. I appreciate your time, and I hope you guys all have an awesome day or night wherever you are in the world. Take care of each other. Bye-bye.